Hello there, this is Base R5. Welcome back to episode 2 of our Mod Factorio Let's Play series, where last episode we set up Tier 1 material processing for almost all of the ores. All we have to do is hook up the miners to each of their different respective ore sorting facilities, or I guess these are ore crushers, and then they'll go to ore sorting facilities. Today we're going to be going up to Tier 2 material processing, so that is our metallurgy, which we did research in between episodes. It was queued up at the end of last episode, where we will be increasing the efficiency of our iron production. So currently we are producing about 0.66 iron plate for each piece of crushed sapphire, and we'll be going up to, don't even have the tech yet, there we go, advanced iron processing, where each of those iron ore is going to go exactly into one iron plate. So that's a 1-to-1 once they're off of the ore sorting facility. The only issue is from each of the ore sorting facilities, we're getting about half an iron ore from each crushed sapphire, but we're also getting copper. So it's kind of like it's kind of like right down the middle of the road. It's not quite great. We're not only getting iron, which is ideally what we would get from this, but we also get copper, and we'll go ahead and use that to go ahead and get our iron and copper going, so that we can go ahead and probably start working on the bus at least. So last episode we also got our steel production going, which is just a little bit, which just allows us to basically go ahead and start building these guys going. So we'll go ahead and let those begin producing, and I'm going to go ahead and gather all materials, and I'll go ahead and basically show you guys how to do it. I'll be right back. And we're back. I went ahead and cleaned up this little bit of what used to be semi-automation, just that way it's out of the way for in the future, and we're going to go ahead and begin our slag, copper, and iron ore processing. We're actually going to go ahead and need, let's actually throw down some lights because it's getting dark. It's nighttime now, and I prefer being able to see. I'm pretty sure most people prefer being able to see. We're going to go ahead and throw down a couple ore crushers. Let's go. Let's say here, this is just going to be turning slag into stone. Turn on Alt so we can see the fiat. All right, slag, you're going there. And then, so using these splitters, you can actually filter stuff out. Very nice. You just put a little filter here and then say which side you want filtered. Everything non-filtered goes down the right side. You can also toggle that, which in this instance, we don't really want to toggle. We're just kind of okay with just everything goes there. We actually want to connect that up and throw down a little lamp here so we can see what's going on again. This stone is going to go ahead and get sent to the north again. Just go be with the rest of its little buddies. We don't want to use yellow belt. White belt it is. You can go along this backside because nothing will ever go there as far as what I'm planning at the moment. And you can go ahead and just go into this in the splitter here. There we go. Everything else is turned off right now just because, well, we're not actually processing anything at the moment. Get a couple blast furnace down. Let's go to, this is going to be for copper. Actually going to go ahead and bend this in. We might actually move our slag processing to further north and just move this slag up there. But for now, this will be okay. Ideally, we'd have coal coming down here as well, which we can actually go ahead and bring that down on this side. Bring coal in along the stone line, just so we don't have to manually feed these blast furnace. That would be preferred. Go ahead and have a split off of our coal line. I did go ahead and increase production for power just because I don't really ever want to have to deal with it. You know, it's easier to nip it in the butt beforehand before it's an issue than after it is an issue. So that's general consensus there. You can run right there. Go ahead and move these labs. I built a couple extra just so we can go ahead and continue with science. But now that, well, we don't even produce any science, you guys don't really need to be here anymore. That is the coal line. Let me send this stone under. Too far for you guys to reach. Go there. Coal down. We're going to try and automate as much as we can right now. Did I forget to flip you? Oh no, you can't reach that far. I will just go ahead and pick up that lab. These initial belts are really bad. Can't reach very far underground and stuff like that. So let's go ahead and row, we will actually want to keep that one there, so we can actually move our copper ingots along path as well. You're going to get power there and there. You're going to drop 2 away. I don't think we actually have the tech yet for this, so building this a little preemptive, but could be worse. Go ahead and pick up from 2 away, give you power. How are we going to get coal in here, actually? Just run along the backside, or we can actually make this a... Yeah, I can just run along the backside, call it good. Don't know if we're actually going to have enough belts. You come along this side. Something like that. We'll kind of just have you weave for now. This will get cleaned up later. And this will go for iron. Actually, probably prefer to have 2 of these for iron and 1 for copper right now. So you guys are going to get flipped around. Change this. You take the iron, actually. I lied. That means copper is going to get thrown down this side, which is just fine. So we really only need these 2 for copper. We need double what we have for iron. Belts, you come over here. This will be the in, that is the out. Keep hitting the trackpad on my laptop, which causes it to, put belt everywhere and anywhere it can. Alright, you guys can go 1 to 1. You guys take fuel in here. Fuel there and there. Give you guys power. You can have power. Inserters, 1 to 1. Here's fine, and you drop 2 away. I love having this mechanism for inserters. It makes life so much nicer. Go there. Don't need belt there. Go. Went ahead. We do have production. What we actually need is this. Is 100 yellow science actually. I don't really particularly want to build that myself. Well, it looks like we have all the materials for it. Let's load around these labs. Jump the gun a little bit. It's okay. You guys go do that. Give us an assembly machine. I want to go for 2. Split, split. Each have a 200 copper. Now that you guys really need it. And this will be a semi-autonomous production. So that'll give us iron. We'll actually go ahead and need copper as well. That's also 100. But getting this iron production will be a good start, at the very least. And I will see you guys once those 2 techs are done, since that is going to be a little holdup. I will be right back. Sorry about that, guys. Well, we're back. I have done some stuff, so the base looks a little different, and I kind of already went to tier 3. Well, air quotes tier 3. So this is basically what you guys left off at, basic iron, copper production, where we just filled in basically the recipe, and that was it. Got a little bit of belt production on the side here. Let's actually go ahead and cap that at 200 now. Steel production still going a little slow. Definitely wish it was a little bit better. We have you will notice a long line that suddenly goes off that general direction. We'll get to that a little bit later. No backup of slag, but to that tier 3 is what I was talking about with air quotes. We're actually ready to go ahead and swap over from sapphirite to this, what do we call this, ferrous? Yeah, crushed ferrous mixture, which will give us pretty much pure iron from all of our sapphirite, ruberite, and juberite, with the exception that it also creates magnesium, which can later go ahead and be processed into either iron or steel, depending on the mixture, because you can make, depending on how much you throw into the mixture, it'll go ahead and produce something different. Well, actually it doesn't really produce something different, but it'll produce steel at different grades of steel in the real world, which is kind of cool to think about. You guys produce iron and magnesium, which we actually want the magnesium to get basically shipped off somewhere else. There is no more slag production. We are working on tech for warehouses, which is where we're going to throw all of this in eventually. But we don't have that yet, so we're going to go ahead and just throw it in chests for a little while. That's the only place I can put it. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. This line can be picked up. Which, this looks very complex. That's one thing I prefer, is to have things very nice and tight. And basically as tight as possible. Technically I could make this even a little bit tighter by putting the underground belt here with yellow, because you can actually put different colored belts running under, or the underground belts over one another, because they're on different depths. But this is tight enough, and I think it'll be okay for our ferrous ore production. But I'm going to go ahead and build that with you for the non-ferrous ore production. And we're basically just going to recreate this over here and just give a general walkthrough on how to do it. Because looking at this, it just looks like an absolute cluster. Look at all these inserter arms just going everywhere, because it does take 3 products to make the one. Which is, you know, it's not the easiest thing in the world, but this is the kind of stuff that I love doing, is this right here. So let's go ahead and do it over here. I'm going to need underground belt. That's actually not too bad. So we know that we need production to be able to reach from this side to this side, but we also need to be able to put inserters here to grab on this side. So we actually have underground belt here on this side. Let's actually do one side at a time. And it's basically just mirroring it. So we know there's a space here and here, so we're going to put that there. Oh, you're facing the wrong way. Just so that way the resources will actually continue to go through. We know that this middle needs to go through both sides, because our inserters can only reach 2 away at their, or 3 away at its max distance. So that's why we leave this space, so that we can reach over here. So we know that we need our underground belt on this side in these 2 spaces, because this is where our inserters are going to go. So we can actually go ahead and do something like, how do we want to do this? Let's actually go ahead and build the one side, and we can figure it out from there. So we know 1 to 1 here, right here in the center, because we need to grab this resource itself. We can pick up 2 away right here in the center to grab here. Do that on that side. And then we're going to have to drop 2 away here and pick up 2 away here. And fortunately this fits very nicely with these small power poles. They're actually pretty much ideal for what we're doing here. And then we know, we're actually going to need some more inserters. Let's go ahead and, what are we missing? Iron? Get in my life, iron. There we go. Make some more. So now we have half the system built. Now we know we just have to do it on the vice versa. So we can probably do 1 to 1, just like we did on the other side right here in the center. We know that we need to go pick up from 2. Why does this look funny? You look funny to me. Oh, that's why you're in the wrong spot. I'm like, these are not symmetrical. So we're going to pick up from 2 away and drop 1. Pick up from 2, drop 1. Then we're going to go pick up 2 and drop 1 away so that we can grab on this underground belt. So it's not completely symmetrical, but it's pretty close. And so we know underground belt needs to come in here, here, drop there, and there we go. I think we built it the exact opposite of what, or yeah. Over here, underground, yeah, we just flip-flopped it. So I can see both versions going through. Where are you not producing? Where are you not pulling? It's another question. Oh, that's why I did the 1 to 1 there. So we can actually get around that. Just have to make a slight modification. I put you in the wrong spot. Alright, we need our 1 to 1s. There, 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 and there, based off the underground belts. There we go. Still works, just different, another variation. There we go. Now you guys are producing. Kudos. Let's go ahead and throw down some lamps so we can actually see a little bit better. Can't wait for night vision. There we go. And that's non-ferrous ore production, which gives us copper and tin, which is going to be very useful here. We're actually going to go ahead and use a couple of filters here. We're going to filter off, let's say, copper ore. There. Flip the sides. Hey, I still want the filter. Go right side. There we go. And now you can come on over here. We're going to need a lot more stuff picking up the copper now. Guys, go here. And we're also going to need tin. So we're actually going to need more science to actually get this going. Tin, we're just going to have to throw you in a chest for a little bit. Just kind of... We're advancing a little bit quicker than we are in tech right now, just because we're not getting any tech. At the moment, power poles don't have any. Go and build some more. There we go, you guys just throw in that chest. But we'll just pick up the rest of this crap. Copper, you go there. There we go. So you guys are going. Iron, how are you feeling? You're doing okay. A little overloaded on the blast furnace, but that's fine. Getting a lot more iron production going through. Very good. How's steel? Still being a little slow. Go and get 2 more of those. Crushed ammonium, you can go there. Sapphire there. Protinium there. This slag, which we no longer produce, can go there. So I should go and pick up that line. Got a little bit of the magnesium in our hotbar, but not that big of a deal. And this does get rid of this guy, which was a concern for me because I was like, I don't want to have to keep moving it in order to ship stuff. Moving our tin over here, which is what we're going to need to actually produce yellow belt. It's tin and iron, and a little bit of stone, which we're actually going to probably bust stone over here. Oh, actually, I gave you guys a little preview of this. So yeah, I started planning out what the bus is actually going to probably look like, or at least for material moving. So we have, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 42 different slots for just materials moving up and down the bus. So we have 4 spots for copper, 4 for iron. These 2 will be for steel. These 2 will probably be for like copper wire, which we're going to end up shipping eventually in like tier 4 material, or tier 5 material processing, I believe. And well, these things can go, but yeah. So I just did a quick hookup, and then we'll go from there. Our pollution is becoming a thing to be concerned. Not that there are any biter bases around here, but they will be spawning in more and more as they come. So let's go ahead and think about automating science again, just because it is something that we lack and it's something we need. Yeah, you're empty. I did go ahead and begin producing walls, and this is for landfill, but we don't actually have the tech yet. So that's the only reason that's not there. I guess I should kind of plan on already having this stuff turn around too. Because what we are going to do is we are going to build the bus. So material comes up here. It's going to basically make a U-turn here, and then we're building the bus off to the right is kind of what I have planned. So what we actually want to do is all this gets picked up. And we'll just do another plan. Here you guys are just doing a full 180, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6, 2 spaces, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That should be enough for now. You want to leave at least 2 spaces so that you can move your underground belt a little bit easier. And you guys come on down, which means we are going to have to ship this iron all the way across the bus. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal in the long run. Go and get this copper up as well. And then we'll go ahead and start automating science. I bring it all the way to the right. Which unfortunately this underground belt does not reach all the way across these 6. So that's why we're just gonna kind of fudge it here for the beginning. And then later on it'll get fixed. You guys go there, there, and there. Alrighty, steel we could probably hook up, but I'd rather keep it in that chest since that's where we're going to be residing for the most part at the moment. Let's see, this underground belt can go the whole 2 spaces. Oof. Can we get some tin in our live? In our lot? Yeah, we have some tin. Let's go ahead and go to tier 2 underground belt or yellow belt. We're also going to need gears, so we're probably going to use a full line of this iron just for gears, not that we really produce that much, but so you go 5, that's closer, so that's not that bad. You go over there, we're also going to probably bring a copper line as well. So it's going to be a lot of weaving action for at least the beginning, and we'll just kind of pluck off what we need. Iron, go ahead and throw in there. And I guess we'll just bring this copper line over. Just call it good from there. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to be stretching very far out over here. I want to make sure we're out of the way of the material and give us enough room. Let's see. Let's go ahead and get a blueprint going because that'll tell us how wide we actually need to go, which is this vertical right here. 42 belt, that means all of them. Good. There we go. Plop you down right there. All right, so this is where we can actually start our bus. In reality, I think that's still probably a little much. I'm actually going to do gear processing here first. Something like that. Let's go and throw down, 4 is enough for now. 2, 3, 4 gears. Get you in my life. Need inserters. That is definitely going to be a high priority eventually. And power poles. Don't have enough of those in my life either. Go ahead and build a couple of those. Inserters, you're still not very numerous. Go there and there. Go that way. And we'll have this copper line here as well. Need some assembly machines, not very many left. And we'll go ahead and just start assembling these guys on this side for now. Keep you guys aligned. There we go, 2. You are going for science. I always forget where you're at. You're here. 1, 1. Need more inserters. Need iron. Alright. At least we have that right here. We are going to take up all the iron that we have left on this bus, though. You are going to go 1 to 1. 1 to 1. 2, 1 for grabbing. And then you guys can just spit out on that side. We'll have belt go this way for science. And we can just throw down some labs as well. This is not going to be the final layout for our labs. They're going to get moved probably early and often. That's how I'm going to say that. Until they're in their final resting place. Get you guys going. Get our belt here as well. Let's go ahead and bring some power poles over. There we go. This is why I did the 6 instead of the small power poles. Will actually fit in between. Just so it's a little bit easier to bring material. You can sit there. There you go. A little extra space there is unnecessary, but not a big deal. There we go. Also makes it a little bit easier to plan, because now I don't necessarily need a blueprint here to figure out where we're supposed to be putting our belts. We have these lovely little power poles to tell us where we need to put our belt. Looks like copper production's filled up. Oh no, we just need more of these guys, yeah, because our inserters are a little bit slow. How are we doing on power, actually? Not very good. Go ahead and delete that blueprint. Don't really need it right now. Good thing I went ahead and produced these boilers. So just for this very time, this moment, 1, 2, 3. Boiler, you go there. Throw your steam there. And you can go ahead and get an inserter. There will do. Is it just relax steam? Yeah, it's just relax steam. There we go. Power's still flickering, so we actually probably want to get a couple more steam engines. Can afford 2. Oh, there they go. Now they're starting to actually produce. Still barely able to cope. Let's go and throw you 2 there and connect you up the pipe. Power still fluctuating. That just means we need more boilers. That's fine. Break that power pole. It's not. Ooh, that is a very important power pole. Dang. More important than what I was expecting it to be. Inserters, where are you in my life? Can we build any more boilers? Yeah, we can. We'll go ahead and get this guy going as well. 1 to 1. Break that just for a moment. The whole world is on fire. There we go. Now we have enough steam. Perfect. Power is doing fine. Kudos. I'll pick up these labs. We have 140 walls, and it's not that much in the grand scheme of things. Don't have landfill. And science is... Can't actually see over there. We need more radar in my life. Radar. Need more iron. Well, we at least have a flow going. Not a big one. But it's the start. We want radar again. We need wood. Yeah, we're low on wood. I've cut down this entire forest that was here, or at least most of it. Used to extend all the way over here. It's gone. Let's get a little bit of tin over here. Pick that up. Alrighty, well, that is all the time I have for today. If you guys enjoyed today's episode, please like and subscribe. Have a wonderful day.